Hello, welcome to Miemie's Keepsakes. I am Marnel. We're gonna work using this Victorian photo album again. I have shown you before in a previous video. I'll link the video. I've already started taking this one apart. Just move that. So we're gonna work on this one today and see how we can incorporate this into a journal cover. I'll just quickly show you how I usually cut these out. So I just use my X-Acto knife and I'll use a metal ruler and simply cut through, and I just use the metal ruler just to guide me and to make a straight cut. And once you've cut through a couple of times, it will come loose. If you look at the album, it is double-sided, two pieces of cardstock glued together. So at the beginning it feels very thick, but once you separate these, they're not as thick. I'm going to use this one because this is the one that I want on my cover, and I am going to let's separate it first before I cut it, because I don't know. So you're just going to separate it, and again I'm using my metal ruler and I'm just going in there. It's two pieces of cardstock, so it's pretty thick. Doesn't tear easily. You might be able to tear it for sure, but as you can see, it's just a little bit of elbow grease. And don't try to yank these apart, because then your cardstock bends. Believe me, I tried it, and then the image it's kind of ruined. So I find this is the best way to do it. Separate it. So then we're left with two, like the back and the front. So you have lots of options here. You can use it as a full page. You can even fold it and put it maybe in a signature. What I want to do is I want to use this as a journal topper. So I am going to cut this down. I'm going to use this because then I can see where I'm going to cut it. I don't want to get rid of that little leaf. I do like it. I'm going to cut it down here, and then again I can use this or this, and I'm going to just clean this up over here. So now that it's separated, it's cardstock, so it's not as thick as you think. When you page through the album, you might think, oh, this is very thick, I can't use it, but you definitely can, because it's not a extremely thick cardstock. Next I need some transparency, and I just need the size of my opening and a little bit of an overhang. And of course you don't need to put transparency down if you do not want the look of a window opening. I do like that, so I'm gonna add the transparency and just make it a little smaller. And I glue the transparency down with art glitter glue just because it dries fast, and I know I can glue like parchment paper and cellophane bags with this glue and it sticks, so it will definitely stick to the transparency as well, I'm pretty sure. So just gonna, and like this one has a rough side and a smooth side. I think the rough side is so you can print on it. So when you glue that down, make sure you have the smooth side facing this way, because the rough side, it's just not the right, I don't know, I don't like the feel of it. So I've picked a couple of images from this book. It is Louisa, Lady in Waiting. It is a beautiful book. If you see it, I picked this one because it's printed on this yellow gold color, and so the photos kind of has a sepia look to it. Doesn't show up on the camera as well, but if you want beautiful old Victorian and apparently Edwardian photos as well, I saw. Anyway, then look for this book. It is absolutely stunning. No, anyway, I want a photo on the back, so I thought that one could work, or maybe this one. I do like that one more because this one is, she's very small in there. So it's either this one or this one, I think. I think I'm gonna pick that one. So I just need to decide where the glue needs to go. So what I'm gonna do is use my art glitter glue again. Just put some glue around the frame, and then I'll put, oh no, that's the wrong side, the glue on here on the edges. And let's just see, I can put a little bit more glue here as well. Okay, and then I'm just gonna lay it flat and whoops, take my, got some glue on there, take my frame and just, so I can see that I have too much glue here. I'm gonna take that off because I don't want it on my transparency. Okay, and it's gonna go down. Maybe I would like it. So just position it and then just glue it down. Okay, so I'm making a journal topper, and the book that I'm going to glue it onto is this book. It's my Margarete Miller. It's just a book that I adjusted to use for my collages. So I'm thinking this is a little too big. I'm going to cut it down a bit more, and definitely on this side. Let's see if I do it like here. Okay, I might take just a smidgen off here without losing that leaf. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's decide how we're gonna decorate it before I glue it onto my book. I have some flowers and I have some ruffles here. Or is this too much tone on tone, kind of? Okay, not sure about that. Maybe we'll see. I have some paper ruffles. Oh, everything is... No, I don't want that. This one. Kind of like that. But then when I open it with that tear, I'm not sure. I do have this from a shirt that my daughter wanted shortened. And what if we do... I do like that behind. Okay, let's see if I cut this shorter. She didn't cut it very straight. There, let's try this one. Yes, that's better. I'm just gonna cut it over there. And then we'll straighten it. Because it wasn't a very neat cut. Okay, so let's take the book away for now. And I'm just gonna clean this up. What's going on with my fabric scissors? It's not cutting, which is weird because I do not use this for anything else. Okay. So we'll do this. And then I feel like we need something here. Wonder if that is too orange with my kind of gold cover, but no, it's not. And then I have these. But is this too bulky? It is very bulky. Oh, if I take that out, it's not. Okay. I'll think about that one. How about this one? This one kind of gives a more formal look. If I cut this off. Okay. That, and maybe we'll do another one on this side. With this cute little flower. Oh, I don't want it on her head. I do still want to see her. And this one. This one. Or do I want some color? Okay, that is all possibilities. And then maybe if I add some lace on the over there, just find something that will work. I'm sorry for the glare on here, but there's nothing I can do about it. That might be nice, or what about this? Or is this too much? Too big? Yeah, maybe that's too big. It is so hard to find just the right. It's always hard. I'm wondering if I do my journal topper, just get it onto the book. Okay, the journal topper like this. Okay, all the flowers in here, and then add this, but let it kind of glue it around the spine. I'm thinking that might be cute. I do like the idea of that. And then should we add this on here as well, or in here? Okay, let's glue all of this down and then I will decide. So let's get this piece of green fabric on here, and I do want it to kind of overhang a little bit because it's not a straight line, it's ruffled. I do like that. So I am going to use tacky glue because I forgot to bring my fabric tack. Oh my goodness. Anyway, let's use this. And I am going to use this. It is a tool that they use at the hairdressers to put, like, you know, if you get a perm, or you know, where they using lots of chemicals, then they'll use this. I saw it on Artie Maze's channel, so I do use these as well, and you've seen me use these before. But if you have a big piece like this, you know, you can use your credit card too, but this is just way stiffer, but it won't crumble the fabric or even, you know, tear. So I do like this for certain kinds of projects. I wonder what side is up and what side is down. This one is up. I almost glued it down upside down. So I do want this to kind of hang over the edge there. And now I'm just gonna go in with art glitter glue and make sure all the edges are glued down. Okay, and then we will glue our page down. And maybe I should use the tacky glue for here, because because art glitter glue do tend to dry pretty fast. So yeah, you can see how easy it is to spread the glue with this, and it's great for gesso as well, because it doesn't, if you want to gesso an entire page, because it doesn't ruin your brush, when you use a brush. And you just leave it to dry. You don't even have to wash it immediately. You can simply leave it, and once it's dry it simply peels off, which is great too. Now I'm just gonna go in with the art glitter glue, and just to make sure this will stick to my journal, because I'm not gonna do sewing. The cover is way too thick, and I'm gonna put some art glitter glue here where the transparency is showing through. And I think that should be enough to keep it on my book. Okay, let me bring my book in, and then we're gonna flip it over and put this down, and maybe the clips won't work. I was thinking of clipping it, but I'll just hold it down for a second or so. So we have finally pruned our roses. It's gonna rain today, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's been raining all week. But anyway, it's finally, I thought it's not gonna happen. It wasn't a great day today. You know, like totally sunny. It was overcast, but we did have enough time. It wasn't raining, so we could get to the roses. The saga continues. Anyway, so my page is done. So I was just looking, I have this lace over here as well, and I am wondering if, let me just add some glue over here, if this, because it's way wider, if this might be a nicer, yeah, I think it would be, you know, it covers in the entire spine, where if I use this it will only do that. Yeah, I think that is definitely what I want to do. Okay, I am back. It's actually a couple hours later. It was way harder to glue this very delicate lace to my curved book spine. I will think about that twice when I'm thinking next time it's a good idea. Anyway, so we'll continue decorating. I can't remember where. I've had these flowers for a very long time, so I do not know where I got them, but I'm thinking I want to put that flower on there. And then how did we have it? Something like this, I believe. And then this flower maybe here to add a little bit of color. Like I have this pink one and the white and the beige one over there. Or is that too many flowers? Oh my goodness, too many choices. That's the problem. Thinking I'm going to add this little paper ruffle that I made on here, and should I add some lace underneath to give it this is white lace. Let's see if like a coffee dyed lace would look better than the white, which I'm thinking yes. I'm going to cut this. It's a little too wide, so what I'm going to do, definitely having scissor problems today. Let's see if I cut this just instead of just straight, but kind of following a curve. it looks like it should have been like this. This lace you would put some ribbon through these holes, but I don't want it this wide. So let's see if we have this here. Okay, I'm back. It's been a couple of hours. Didn't realize it would be so difficult to glue this lace down because it has a bit of a curved spine and an indent there, but I think I have it glued down pretty good, and it's dry. I didn't want to move or do anything while it was drying, so I thought I'd rather wait than ruin it. So let's finish up this journal topper. I already glued it down. But okay, how did I have this before? I should have taken a photo with my camera, with my phone maybe, but I didn't think of that. Didn't think it would be such a big break in between gluing all of this down. And do I like that or this? Let's do that. I don't want it to be too crowded around my photo. But this one might not. I might have to switch them over anyway, so this wouldn't overlap. Excuse me. Okay. Like that. And then I've cut this lace down for over here. And a little paper ruffle tongue twister, and maybe this white flower or this little pink flower. Which one do I like best? I think the pink. Isn't it kind of, it's pink kind of in a rectangle, triangle. Okay, and I do have my fabric tack ready, not on the other table where I was busy working on another project. Okay, so we'll add the piece of lace on here, and I'm thinking it can hang down a little bit. And then, oops, sorry for the noise. A lot of times the camera picks it up way louder than it actually is. Okay, so here's my paper ruffle. Okay. And my pink. This two flowers. Oh no, it's just sewn onto that. It kind of looked like two flowers, but it's not. And so we'll add this one. And then we'll do the two lace flowers. Just double checking to see what's the right side. Okay, I'm gonna just bring it underneath that flower. Okay, and then there's a piece of, let's glue this one down. Okay, the lace is really all these little holes. Now I'm covered in glue. Okay, and these flowers, I don't know, I've had them for probably, I don't even know if I should admit to the fact that I probably had them for 8 or 9 years. because I bought them before we moved here. So I don't know where these flowers come from, but I think they're absolutely gorgeous, and I didn't want to use them because I thought they were so pretty, which is just dumb. Why do we do that? I don't know. Oh, not put glue on my pants because I dropped the glue bottle. Anyway, and then this flower down here. So yeah, these are pretty three-dimensional, the flowers, but it's on my cover. I wouldn't use these inside my book. But I think I wanted it this way so it won't kind of over. And then this one has to go on that side. Let's see if I can glue it with one hand and keep my hand on the other one so it could dry. Okay, I went looking for something. I wanted something on here on the paper ruffle, and I found this. It has little hearts on there. No, I don't like that. I was thinking a word, but the words didn't look good either. But this might just be just a little bit on there. And then this one is a bigger trim, but I feel it covers too much, so I will add this on there for sure. Let's do that before I start going around too much again. Okay, there. And I think that's it. So while I was gluing the lace on, I also glued this sari silk underneath the fabric there, and then on the inside of the book there, thinking this book might get very bulky, so I will have this to close it up once it starts getting the gator mouth. And I'm not gonna trim this, it's probably too long, but I don't know how much longer I would need it to be, so I'm not going to trim it down yet. Maybe once the book, by the end of the year, once the book is almost done and I can see how much ribbon I do need. So that is my journal topper using pages from a let me just find the book, from this Victorian style photo album. So yeah, keep your eyes open for those at the thrift stores, and start using them in your journals. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a really great rest of your day. Bye.